Welcome to Learn and Speak Tamil Like a Native, video number 123. In this video, let us learn word order. And this is a very important lesson. So if you don't understand it, don't worry, just try to learn it maybe a couple of times until you understand that. Word order is very unique to each of the languages. So as much as like similar to how you have in your mother tongue, it is very different in a different language. So the mistake that many people do is to use the same word order of their native tongue to the language that they are learning. That is totally wrong. It can lose the meaning actually. So that's the reason why I made it very important for you to learn. So please focus on this lesson, and if you don't understand, please watch it a couple of times because this can be very useful for you to learn further lessons. And this is the tab that we usually see, and we have made 123 videos so far, and we'll keep going. So, as I said, it is very important for you to bear in mind that your native tongue word order is very different from the order in Tamil. And I think it is very unique to each of the languages. So, pay attention to it. It will make you speak and sound very natural. The word order and the right intonation can be used to add effect to precisely what you wish to convey. And when it comes to word order, you can see that when you learn the lesson, you'll find out that Tamil has much more flexibility than many of the languages. Of course, some of the languages are equally flexible, but I think Tamil is much more flexible than English. English has a certain way of saying how you want to say that, whereas Tamil has much more word orders to add effect to what you want to convey. Let us see them now. Let us see a very simple phrase. The dog is chasing him. The dog, him, is chasing. That is one way of saying that in Tamil. நாய் அவனை துரத்துது. நாய் அவனை துரத்துது. The dog, him, it is chasing. Or you can also say avana, that is him, the dog is chasing. So you have this flexibility in Tamil which you do not have in English. The dog is chasing him. That is what we say. We don't say him the dog is chasing or is chasing the dog him. Whereas in Tamil you can also say the third one, that is thorathadu Nai Avana. So let us not complicate ourselves here. Let us keep it simple. It's just for you to understand that there are various ways of saying things. Nai Avana Thorathadu and Avana Nai Thorathadu. Both of the phrases mean just the same. People may easily confuse that the first one is Nai Avana Thorathadu is the dog is chasing him, and the second one is Avana Nai Thorathadu. People might think that he is chasing the dog. No, both of them mean the dog is chasing him. So I have given in proper colors for you to understand. At this point, it would be very useful for you to learn the direct object declension. Why? Because this is what we use to mean avana. Nai avana thorathadu. That avana, adding that extra na can have a bearing effect to the sentence. It can make it more meaningful. So it is in the video number 86 for you to watch. It's called direct object declension. Please watch it if you have not. Let us see the first phrase, that is I'm living. Kelambra. Kelambra means I'm living. And in Tamil, of course, you can understand that you could leave the I am part because Kalambare means the first person singular. I'm living. Kalambare. Again, you can say Na Kalambare means that is the complete one. Na kalambare. That is, I am living. So the first one is just saying living, which means kalambare. The second one is na kalambare. I am living. And the third one is kalambare na. You can also say that. So let me tell you the right intonation to say that. Kalambare na means okay, let me leave. So the first one is I'm living. We are not using the I am. We are using kalambare. As you can understand, we can just omit the subject. The second one is I'm living. Na kalambare. Na kalambare. And the third one is you just reverse the order and it could be understood as let me leave. Kalambare na. Kalambare na. So it's kalambare na kalambare, kalambare na. I hope you understand it. The next one is varanga. Just imagine the man, he's talking to somebody, his wife or someone, saying that someone is coming. Varanga. Varanga. Just imagine, yeah, they're coming. Varanga. The next one is, it's a proper phrase. Avanga varanga. They are coming, as we say in English. They are coming. Avanga varanga. And the next one is varanga avanga. Varanga avanga, which is also fine. Which is just to stress on the fact that they are coming. So coming is more stressed here. Yes, they are coming. So it's, the first one is coming, varanga. That is what we mean them. And the next one is they are coming, avanga varanga. And the third one is varanga avanga. We'll use it in such a tone like varanga avanga means varanga avanga. Yeah, coming. They are coming. So coming is more important here. It is the way you understand it. As you learn the language and as you hear more and more phrases when you watch television or hear somebody speak or watch many of my videos, you'll find that I'm using a different combination of word order. That could be very confusing to you, but if you try to understand it, it's very easy. You can be much more expressive in the way you communicate. Now let us see a three-word phrase. And before which I want to tell you that don't confuse this ever for a passive sentence. Passive sentence works very different in Tamil. We'll see that in the following videos. But all of these are reported speech. So it doesn't mean that when you say the dog is chasing him, when we reverse the order, you may think that we are saying something similar to he is being chastened by the dog. No, we are not talking about passive sentence here. We are talking just the direct speech. We are not talking the indirect or the passive. It is Nai avana thorathadu. Let us see the first one. The dog, him, that is avana thorathadu, chasing. Nai avana thorathadu. The next one is Nai thorathadu avana. You can also say that. Nai thorathadu avana. Here I've just made that thorathadu a little colorful for you to understand that the stress is on its chasing. And Nai thorathadu avana. So you mean the dog is chasing him. I hope you can understand. I'm adding a little more dramatics to the way I phrase it or when I to my tone, but that is for you to understand. Nai thorathadu avana. So you'd say Nai thorathadu avana. Nai thorathadu avana means the dog is chasing him. The third one is avana nai thorathadu. So that is another order we are just changing. Avana nai thorathadu. Here you can say avana nai thorathadu. Avana, so it is a dog is chasing him. So we are more stressing on the dog part here. Avana nai thorathadu. Avana nai thorathadu. Avana nai thorathadu. So the next one we are moving and then you can see that Avana tortadu nai means the dog, it is chasing him. So here we mean something like it is not chasing anybody, but it is chasing him. So these are, it is very subtle difference, but as you learn the language and then as you hear it a few times, you can understand really these subtle differences. I'd say avana tortadanai. Avana tortadanai means it's the dog is chasing him. The next one is tortadu nai avana. So tortadu nai avana. So we are focusing on Toratadu means it's chasing him. See, it is not supposed to chase him, it is supposed to play with him, but it is chasing him. So again you can say Toratadavana nai. Toratadavana nai. So the dog is chasing him, means it's chasing all the time. Instead of playing, instead of having fun with him, it's chasing him all the time. So you have all these combination, just three words, and with all the permutation and combination, it comes to nine, or sorry, six. So this is something you will understand. I'm just touching on this topic now. In the next video, we'll see a much more elaborate, because I think this video and this lesson requires two parts, definitely. But once you get control of this, I tell you, you're going to feel very comfortable with the way the word order works. You can say in any way you want, just with the right intonation, you're going to sound very natural. And this also helps you to understand when people use different combinations of order, it can be very confusing to you in the beginning, and because maybe you're used to one type of order that comes directly from your mother tongue. No, you have to get just used to everything, and then you hear it a couple of times, it's going to be okay for you. The next one we'll see as similarly a three-letter phrase. Noun apata. I saw him. That is what we want to say. Just imagine the girl there. She's seen the boy, and she's just asserting what she wants to say. Noun apata. I saw him. Say in English it becomes I. If you literally translate it, I him saw. No, saying noun apata. That's a very simple one. The next one is just imagine I saw him. See, I, that you're I with my own eyes, I saw him. Naam paatha. So this is just to add a little stress to it, effect to it. Naam paatha. I saw him. And the next one is avana na paatha. So it is avana na paatha. I did see him. So it is the important here goes to paatha. Saw. I saw him. I saw him. So you did not hear, you are not focusing on something and heard him running by. No, you actually saw him. The next one is avanapatana. Him I saw. It was not somebody else you saw. You saw him. Avanapatana. I saw him. Okay, the next one is Patha Navana. Here it is just to stress that yes, I did see him. Patha Navana. The next one is equally, it is Patha Avanana. Patha Avanana. Yeah, I did see him. So it is very difficult for even, to understand. I'm taking some very, very extra, going extra distance to explain you so that you could understand it properly. But even if you talk to a native speaker, he may understand it, but he may not be able to explain this. So I'm just making some, my own technique for you to understand it better. So once you understand it, it becomes easy for you. So this is it for today, and you have to learn it a few times, understand it. So having a good grip of the language is also to have a good grip on the word order. It is very different from one language to another. So just please focus. And when people talk, or if you're watching videos, something, try to understand the word order, or even in my lessons. So you'll be fine. And then we'll meet again in the next lesson. Until then, have a nice day.